We have all been sheltering in our homes for the last couple of months, sheltering away from that deadly disease, COVID-19, that disease that has taken so many lives, innocent lives. But there's still another disease that is out there, that disease of racism. It is still on the streets, still taking lives, innocent lives, senselessly. We as Black people have found it very difficult to even shelter from that disease because staying in our homes is not even the answer. For that disease of racism even comes to our door, as we have seen with Breonna Taylor. So what do? How do we handle this? We need to have conversations, real conversations. I have seen many letters in the last few days from CEOs, presidents, leaders of their organizations, taking their stand against racism, taking their stand and letting everyone know about the disapproval they have of the actions that we all saw with George Floyd. I only hope that this is not the first time these organizations are taking a stand against racism, because a letter will not just take it away. We need to have more than just letter writing, but we need to see cultural change in organizations. And this happens through candid conversations, not those conversations where we talk high level about racism, but conversations where we get down to the tactics of handling racism, of having conversations where we are actually addressing this issue head on. In the last couple of months, we have turned our organizations upside down. We have sent many people home to work, and we have even terminated people because COVID-19 has changed the way we work. I'm asking us to look at our organizations with the same lens of tackling the virus of racism. Begin to look at our organization and see who no longer values what we value, a culture of inclusion. Begin to look at our organizations and terminate people who no longer want to be in an organization that speaks of inclusiveness. When we think about our company and our company values, we have to ask ourselves, where are we seeing misalignments? I know many of us have diversity programs, but are they really producing the results that we expected? We have propped up many of our people of color and women through pipeline programs, but yet we are not seeing a difference in our director and our C-suite. So therefore, maybe we need to have a greater change in our culture. Culture is what your organization stands for and what it speaks of. And this change is going to happen with our diversity leaders. It is time for you to take a stand. It is time for you to have those engaging conversations with your people in your organization, your leaders, and all throughout. This is more than just having a glossy presentation or a training. These are conversations to the heart, because these are the conversations that we need if we're going to tackle racism. So I say to my diversity leaders, our inclusion leaders, our D&I leaders, our HR leaders, our business leaders, we must take a stand to change. Let this not just be a news cycle, but let this be a conversation that we are continuously having in our organizations. Let us have this conversation in our orientation, in our onboarding. Let us have these conversations in our team meetings. Let us continue to talk about this. This way, it becomes a thread and it becomes a part of who we are as a company. Let us not be a one-time deal. Diversity and inclusion leaders, this is your time. Rise up. Let's tackle this issue once and for all.